Good morning. They are ready. I think some of the adults are ready too here. So I just read a story, and it's a story about a party. So I thought, I'd get in the mood here. See, hopefully this doesn't mess with the microphone. I think we're good to go, right? This is what we have when we go to parties, right? Sometimes. You don't wear hats at parties like this? Not all the time? Well, this was a wedding party. Do you think they'd wear a party hat like this? No? Look a little weird? Do I look a little weird? You can be honest. It's a story, though, about a party, and Jesus does something really, truly amazing at the party, right? He takes something very ordinary, like water. You guys are familiar with water, yes? Anybody have water to drink this morning? And he turns it into wine. Anybody have wine to drink this morning? Hands should go down. Okay. And that's kind of a weird thing, right? I mean, something ordinary becomes something not ordinary. Something special that's set apart. Something for later. A reason, though, to celebrate. Because adults oftentimes enjoy wine when they're celebrating, when they're at a party. Right? But it's kind of a strange story to hear, right? Because just like my hat's a little strange, it makes us wonder, why is Jesus doing this? What's going on in this story? And I think what John wants us to take away, all of us here, is that Jesus sees things, looks at the world differently. So to help you remember that, I got something else here that I think will illustrate that point well. See, Jesus, he looks at the world differently, right? No? You should see their faces up here, adults, because they are a little confused by now. Let me ask you, though, do you think that, this is what it means to look at the world differently? No? So I don't have to wear those? I don't, but you'll remember that today was about looking at the world differently, right? I hope so. Because, see, Jesus looks at us and looks at the world differently. He takes the gifts that we bring, gifts that we heard about that are given by the Spirit in our first reading, that we all are blessed with, and he takes and he uses them. He makes them into something even greater. I think that's what we're meant to take away this morning. The question is, what gifts do you have? What do you think? Any ideas the gifts that you might bring? This is where it gets hard, doesn't it? What gifts do you bring? How many of you care about other people in this world? How many of you can help others? How many of you bring joy to other people? Yeah? These are things that are ordinary gifts that we can bring. But there's also other things that we have that we bring. Sometimes it's as much as bringing ourselves. Other times it's special gifts that we bring to others that God takes and blesses and makes truly memorable, just like that wedding at Cana. A truly memorable party that the disciples never forgot. So this week, I know that you guys probably off of school tomorrow, maybe get to enjoy some time to relax. I want you, though, to remember the gifts that you bring and know that you can bring not only the gifts of yourselves, the gifts that God has blessed you, but you can bring those and share those with others. That's part of what Martin Luther King Jr. Day is about too, is sharing the gifts that we have with others in lives of service, love, justice, and compassion. A lot of big words there, I know, but they are things that this community, that this church does as we help others, as we provide for others who are in need, sometimes something to eat, sometimes we share what we have with them. I want you to remember that and to give thanks that day, knowing that God takes the ordinary and turns it into something truly special, extraordinary. Thanks for coming on up. I think I should probably take this off. Would it be kind of weird to have this for the sermon? What do you think? Oh, you want me to put it on my nose, become a beak? It might play with the microphone. That's my story. That's why we're not going to do it. But maybe some other time. Thanks for coming on up, though. We'll see you all next week.